like a Hellcat.
Hi everyone, my name is Sujin, and I'm about 15,000 years old. I am male and I use he, him pronouns, and my sexual orientation is kind of pansexual. Most of us in the inner world kind of fall in love with people for who they are and what they're like, rather than, I don't know, appearances or gender alone. Usually that happens when you get kind of old. You just learn to see past physical forms and just love the person, and that's cool. My system rule is kind of protector, but it's also like the capacity to change and open-mindedness, because I have changed so much in this system. I used to be sort of conservative. I did not want to learn English. I did not want to conform to American society at all, but I did. I changed how I am and I changed my leadership skills, and it's benefited me so much. I live in the East in system, and I am actually the current emperor of that region, which is pretty cool. Usually it's specific alters who are the rulers of those regions, but I kind of dethroned him. I took Farkas's throne and took over the East, and it is much better now, I'd say. It's really cool. So some of my likes are studio killers. I love them. Um, let's see. I always forget their name. The killers. There's a lot of like killing words in things that I like, because I do kind of like violence. I love knives as well. We have a knife collection at home, and I love each and every piece. They're all amazing. My dislikes are having to sound as American as physically possible, because it's really hard to speak without an accent, and I find myself straining all the time, and it doesn't even sound very genuine. It just doesn't work. It's kind of a pain in my ass. And some fun facts about myself. The color of the East is red, but this is my favorite shirt, and it is green, which is the color of the West. Now, people may think this is a minor thing, but in system, that's like a big deal. You wear the colors of your region, and that's how it is. But me over here wearing green gets all sorts of weird looks because of that. And I think that's kind of funny. And my punctuation is strange. In Aetherian, there are periods that are kind of dots in the middle of the sentence. Well, it's not in the middle of the sentence, it's like in the middle of the line. You just write your sentence and then there's a dot, so you really know where the sentence ends. And I still put those when I text. It's just a habit. And the last fun fact is I figured out how to sort of type in Aetherian on a phone, because there's no option for that in the languages in the keyboard sections. So I took bits from Japanese and bits from like the punctuation section and made kind of some haphazardly semi-Aetherian sort of thing, and I used to text like that, and it took forever because I had to find each and every letter every time, and it was such a pain, and hopefully I'll be able to make a real one someday. I would love that. But anyway, that's a bit about me. Thank you for watching. Actually, I forgot to say what I look like. I look like this. Yeah, that is all. Hi everybody, my name is Dexter. I am 20,000 years old, give or take. I am male, and I use he, him pronouns, and my sexual orientation is like loosely pansexual. I kind of just do whatever at this point. My appearance is like this. I usually wear sunglasses because I'm usually kind of hungover. My system role, it might just be successful adulting, because I got a lot of chores and stuff done today, and that was just fine. And yeah, maybe my system role is just successful adulting. Or it could also be being a teacher, because I am an Aetherian teacher in the inner world. So that could be like a double role. I live in the West currently, and that's where I teach. I have a kind of like rec center thing going on where people can just come and learn, and I give lessons, and it's pretty good. Some of my likes are karaoke and Katy Perry, usually mixed with partying. I like to party a lot. That is definitely something I do almost every weekend. Oh my god. Thick boy is laying down on the bed right now and he's just loafed. It is so cute. Whenever we look off to this side, it's usually looking at Thick Boy because he just sits there when we film, and that is the cutest thing. But yeah, I definitely like to party, and I will party with my students, and they just think that's the weirdest thing. But I just think it's a lot of fun, honestly. And some of my dislikes are like when people don't pay attention during my lessons. It's like if you're not gonna pay attention, then you can just not show up. Like I don't take attendance really. It's the tests that matter. If you know the stuff and don't need the lessons, that's fine. Use a textbook. But if you're just gonna sit there and goof off, then get out of my classroom. So, 3 fun facts about yourself. I used to work very closely with Sujin, and that was a really long time ago. I was actually born in the East, and I've probably moved around a lot. Like, I was basically in a witness protection program kind of thing at one point, and that was a real challenge because the East was having this whole, like, colonization weird, almost a tyranny going on, and it was a real mess, I swear to God. And also, I don't know how prominent my accent is these days, but my first language was actually Aetherian, and I had to learn English as well, but I did that a long time before I became like a fronting alter. So yeah, that's all I can think of to put in this. See you all around. Hey dudes, my name is Madeline. I am 21 years old. I am female and use she, her pronouns, unlike basically the entire system. And I am a lesbian. I look like this. So, sort of like the body, but also not. Like, I have a similar jaw and cheek, and like forehead and nose, but not everything is the same. There's like little bits that are different. So, my system role, I'm not really sure what you'd call it. People have just been calling me like the sassy protector lesbian type, I guess. Kind of like a big sister figure, I think. I don't know. I'm like really developed as an individual. I have a like wide range of likes and dislikes and like small details about me, so I'm not a fragment at all. I was just thinking about like what the heck is my system role? I don't know exactly yet, but I know it's something along the lines of protector and something along the lines of not giving a crap, so I dig that either way. So, the place I live in system, I'm still stuck inside Devin's head. That kind of sucks. It's very, like, blank and white. And Thick Boy wants out of my room. I don't know if you can hear him meowing, but it's pretty cute. But I'm almost done with this, so, like, he can chill out for a second. My likes, I like that really old, like, creepy Vocaloid music from, like, high school. I like metal, cartoons like Adventure Time, goth style, definitely, crop tops, black nail polish. I was about to paint the nails last night, but I decided against it because people would, like, freak out or whatever, so I did not do that. And I'm just getting Liberty shouting at me like, yeah, and we're thankful for it. Don't do that. And I'm like, I'm gonna do it. Maybe just the toenails though. That would keep people from like hunting me down or whatever. And dislikes, I guess like that preppy basic bitch style, or like really pushy guys who are all just like, oh, you just haven't met the right guy yet, like trying to convert lesbians. I don't like that. That's rude. Just don't. I'm not gonna go like all social justice warrior or anything on people. I'll just be like, frickin' stop, and just call it good. Yeah, I guess I don't like that really overwhelming kind of suffocating kind of vibe that some LGBT people are trying to push for, because like I don't know, it'd be hard for everybody to deal with and adjust to. So like I'm trying to just word this without making myself sound like an ass, but I'm kind of an ass, and that's just how it is, I guess. 3 fun facts about yourself. The hair is a struggle for me because on the inside I have the right side of my head shaved, and out here we have like both sides shaved, but this is like purple, and I'm used to my hair being totally black. So I flip it over on the side with the most black, but then it's on the right side, and yeah, it's just something that I had to adjust to. Fact number 2 is I'm not bothered by the fact that this body belongs to a trans male. It doesn't bother me that people are medically transitioning or want surgeries out here. I am cool with that. For me, living in this body is kind of like having, I don't know, a younger brother who you just share a body with. I see Devin as like an equal, if not a little bit younger than me. I don't know. I feel like that's just my own like motherly instincts or whatever, because I have those to some degree. And I guess the last fun fact I can share is that I stole this hat from Jessica. She went through a phase where she loved to wear like cat ears on everything, and that was like way the frick back when she was in early middle school. So she's had this hat for a while, and I was helping her clean out her room one night. I saw this hat and I was like, I need that. So I took it. And she was like, yeah, keep it, whatever. And so I have this pretty sweet hat. I think that covers just about everything on here. See y'all later. Hi everyone, my name is Fenrir, and I am, I don't know, probably like 24 years old. That's what I'm aged to, but I was only born like 4 or 5 years ago, so technically I'm very young, but I aged quickly. I am male, and I use he, him pronouns. My sexual orientation, I would call it pansexual, but it's more like I haven't thought about it very much, and also the person I'm interested in is more gender fluid, so I don't know what to call myself. I look like this, usually. I am a very large wolf, about the size of a school bus. My back is the size of a school bus, but I am also a reverse werewolf. I turn human during the full moons, and I haven't quite drawn up a face claim for that yet, but I look human, I suppose. Dark hair, kind of scruffy facial hair, a little bit tan, same yellow eyes, stuff like that, I guess. I don't know, I haven't really looked in mirrors. I was just too busy running around like, I'm on 2 legs whenever it's the full moon. So I will be more attentive next time that happens, so I can draw up something of what I look like. My system role is a protector and basically a guard dog. I'm a giant wolf, so that's kind of what I have to do. I take care of most of the littles. I make sure they're all safe and comfortable, and Thick Boy is still trying to dig in that bag of yarn. I do not want him in there. Stop it. One of the fun facts about me is that he really likes me. We get along very well, despite the fact that I'm a giant dog, and he's a cat. But he's in a very playful mood right now, so he doesn't want to sit still. I live in the West for the most part, but I move around a lot because the littles are kind of dispersed around the system. I don't really have a stable place where I stay all the time, but for the most part I'm in the West. Things that I like to go on walks, definitely as stereotypical as that is, I like to go on walks. And I like to hang out with people and meet new people, which is a lot of fun. I like trying new things and being adventurous, all that kind of stuff. But I haven't quite yet figured out what kind of music I like. I know that's a big thing with the system because everyone's got their own playlists, but I'm just a bit behind in that. Some of my dislikes are trying to sound as American as I can. I'm not too good at that. Yeah, I'm not very good at that. And I also don't really like when people say my accent doesn't sound British, because it's not, which is a fun fact about myself. My accent is not British. I don't know exactly what you'd call it. I'd say Olympian, because my father is from basically this landmass out in space where they all have these pseudo-British accents, but it's not England. That's where he's from, and I was just raised by someone with that accent. And some of my siblings don't even have British-ish accents. And yeah, it's strange. It's real strange. My dad sounds more Cockney, and I don't know what I'd sound like. Just probably a big mashup of everything UK, kind of. I don't know. I start getting Scottish if I've had a couple of drinks, and it sounds just strange. And another fun fact is that I'm very good at running. I am fast and I've got more of a stamina when it comes to getting on the treadmill. Most people will stay away from the treadmills like, no, that's fake running. It's stupid. I don't want to do it. But with me, I'm like, it's time to run. Let's do it. And I guess I could throw in another fact. When people want me to do something, they kind of just get me hyped up in order to get it done. They're all like, hey, Fenrir, do you want to go out? Do you want to go out and do this thing? You can go outside on a walk and you can go to the art department and go get something. And I'm like, okay, I can do it. I can go do this thing. And I get really excited about it. And I don't know why, but that's just how I am. So that is everything in this alter intro list. It was good to finally do an intro because, you know, I've been around for a while. So that is all that I've got. See you guys around. Hi. My name's Darby, and even though I just filmed a video, I'm still a little bit anxious about being on camera. I'm an age slider, so I have a range of about 3 to 17. My ideal age is usually around 17-ish, so that's where I'm about now. I am female, and I use she, her pronouns. My sexual orientation is mostly straight, but it's not limited to that. I look like this. Kind of a similar haircut to what we had as a child. Yeah, you can really tell that I've been around for a long time because I have a very kind of similar style to what we had growing up. And at points of development in our life before we started like transitioning. So at this point, my system role is kind of like feminine alter. Even though it used to be like, I was a shield. I was another kind of shield, I guess. It's kind of like, there were a lot of sensations, like, you know, in high school when you're getting awkward and X-rated with your boyfriend. Our body was not really good for that. Like, I'm pretty sure we have scar tissue somewhere and stuff. So I kind of just took away all of the sensations, and I just kind of like took away a lot of what people were feeling during those. And I was just kind of a magnet for that. And tried to keep that away from everybody else. So currently where I live in system, I'm on Ozzy's ship. Yeah, I'm on the ship with Ozzy, and we kind of just float around. Sometimes we're in the west, sometimes we're in the far east, but usually we're by an ocean somewhere. So things that I like flower print things. I'm wearing these flower print pants, and I really like them. I like that we have long hair. That's really nice. Longer hair is definitely something that I enjoy, which is why I appreciate so much versatility in a hairstyle. I like music from like 2015, like the 2014-2015 range. That's the kind of music I'll always listen to because that's where my mind is kind of stuck. That's the last time I was really prominent, was in our senior year of high school. So my music taste just stuck around there. Dislikes? I really am not digging these migraines that we've been getting lately, though we're going to be picking up a prescription for migraine meds, so I'm looking forward to that. And I dislike kind of staying stuck in the past. I really like to be, you know, outside in the freshness, so I don't like being stagnant. So, like, you know, keeping all the things from the childhood is definitely not something I would like to do. We're currently going through our room at our dad's house and getting rid of most of what we own and keeping the things that we actually use and enjoy. So, being too nostalgic about items is something I don't like. I forgot the word for that. Sentimental. 3 fun facts about yourself. One is I was being hidden by Xavier for the vast majority of our life. um, and the second fun fact could kind of piggyback off of that. I've been around for a very, very long time, since we were about 3 years old. And it was me, Devin, and Corvid who would kind of take on a lot of high school. And it was kind of a co-conscious thing that not everybody was aware of, but that's kind of just how it worked. And the third fun fact is that I'm not certain the glasses prescription works for me. I haven't tried them on in a while, and I'm kind of afraid to. They're sitting right here on the desk, and I'm just like, I don't know. Let's see if they do, honestly. Since I'm here, I might as well. You guys can see if it actually works. Okay, things are clear. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, my eyes feel a lot better. Okay. So yeah, that's a fun fact that we just discovered together. I actually need glasses. Yeah. Okay, so that's everything that was on the list. I'll see you all later.